The prices of almost all the commodities keeps on changing. So in order to measure the changes in the levels of the prices, we make use of this index numbers. Purchase price index. It is P01 equals sigma P1 Q1 by PO Q1 into 100. In this Marshall-Edgeworth method, the base year and the current year quantities are considered for calculating the index numbers. Hello everyone, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I welcome you all to this session. In this session, we will be having a discussion on index numbers. Now let us see what do we mean by index numbers. So index numbers are statistical devices designed to measure the relative changes in the price level of a phenomenon with respect to time, geographical location, or other characteristics such as income, profession, etc. Now, these index numbers, now what do we mean by index numbers? So, index numbers are statistical devices designed to measure the relative changes in the level of a phenomenon. For example, there is a change in the price level. The prices of almost all the commodities keeps on changing. So, in order to measure the changes in the levels of the prices, we make use of this index numbers. So, they will give us what is the percentage by which the prices have increased. So, it may be in the prices of goods, or it may be in the level of income, or it may be in the profession, anything, any phenomenon for that matter. If there is a change in the phenomena, the level of the change can be interpreted with the help of index numbers. So, the year selected for comparison is called the base year, and the year for which the comparison is required is called as the current year. Now, this kind of index numbers, it will be always on the basis of comparison. So, what was the prices of the commodities in the year 2010 and what is the price of the commodities in the year 2023? So, when we have a comparison, so what are the prices here? So, this we call it as the PO, and the prices in the current year, that will be P1. So, in this way, the index numbers, we can have a comparison. So, here it will be, they will give us a list of the commodities. So, items, then we have A, B, C, D. So, whatever is the list of items, it will be mentioned here, and based on this, we can have a comparison of the base year and the current year. So, the year, we can take any one year as the base year, and this will be the current year. So, in this way, whenever we have a calculation of index numbers, we will have the information relating to 2 years. So, one is considered as the base year, one is considered as the current year. Then, we will also have this concept of quantity. So, what is at this price, what is the quantity we received, and here also at this price, what is the quantity we will be getting. So, all this comprise of the index numbers. Now, next, what is the steps in the construction of index numbers? How do we calculate the index number? Here, first thing is defining the purpose of the index numbers. So, first thing is, why are we calculating the index number? What is the main purpose of calculation? Whether it is to know the increase in the price level, by what percentage there is an increase in price level, increase in income, or anything like that. So, we can know with the help of this index numbers. Second one is selection of the base period. Now, what is the base period for which we have to just calculate the index number? So, if we are calculating the index number for 2023, then you can consider a base of 2013, that is 10 years back, what is the price and today's price. Or you can also have the base of just 5 years back. You can consider 2018 as the base period and have a comparison between 18 and 23, or you can have a comparison between 2010 and 2023, or 2003 and 2023. So, it all depends on your choice. What is the base period you are considering? Then, next one is selection of commodities or items. So what are the items for which you have to calculate the index numbers? So whether it is rice, wheat, pulses, milk, dal, cloth, etc. So what are the kind of items you will be selecting? So that we have to make a list of. Then next one is the obtaining the price quotations. You have to just get all the price quotations of that base year as well as the current year. So if it is 2010, then what was the price of rice in 2010? What is the price of wheat in 2010? What is the price of the cloth or fuel in 2010, and what is the price now? So we have to obtain the list of both the years' prices. Then the next step will be choice of an average. Now, what is this choice of an average? So, what kind of an average we want? So, in this index numbers, we have two types of index numbers. One is the simple aggregate method. The second one is the weighted aggregate method. So, in the simple aggregate method, we just have to calculate, we just have to add up everything and divide it by the current year's prices divided by the base year into 100. We get the price index. But then what is the kind of average? Suppose if it is a weighted index, then what are the various methods of calculating weighted index? That I'll be telling in the next part of the session. So all that we need to just finalize, and then we have to calculate the index number. Next one is the selection of the weight. Weight means usually the quantity for which we will be purchasing the goods, and nextly selection of the suitable formula. What kind of a formula we will be making use of. So all this will be there, steps in the construction of index numbers. Now let us see the methods of constructing the index numbers. So it can be classified as simple or unweighted index numbers and the weighted index numbers. So simple aggregative method. This is a simple method of constructing index numbers. It is the aggregate of the prices of all commodities in the current period expressed as a percentage of the aggregate of the prices in the base period. So it symbolically it is written like this. So sigma P1 divided by sigma PO into 100. So this becomes the price index. So simple price index means this is the formula we have to follow. Sigma P1 by sigma PO into 100. Then the next one is the weighted aggregative price index numbers. So in the weighted aggregative price index numbers, quantity weights are assigned to various items and the weighted aggregate of the prices are obtained. So in this weighted aggregate, we add the quantities of the various numbers. So some of the important methods of constructing weighted aggregative index numbers are given below. So in this weighted aggregative index numbers, we will be considering the quantities of the goods also, and based on that we have four types. In this, the first one is the last year's price index. Now what is last year's price index? So in last year's method, the base year quantities are used as the weight. So here the base year. So the formula is PO1. So PO1 equals sigma P1 QO. That is summation of P1 QO and summation of PO QO into 100. So this is the formula for last year's method. Now in the second one we have the purchase price index. It is P01 equals sigma P1 Q1 by PO Q1 into 100. So where P1 is price in the current year, price of the current year, and Q1 is quantity of the current year. P0 will be price of the base year. Q0 will be quantity of the base year. So we know what is P1, we know Q1, we know PO, and we know QO. Now, next one, the next method of calculating is Marshall-Edgeworth's price index. So in this Marshall-Edgeworth's method, the base year and the current year quantities are considered for calculating the index numbers. So PO1 equals sigma P1QO divided by POQO plus sigma P1Q1 by POQ1 into 100. It is nothing but addition of last year's and past year's index number into 100. So next one is the Fisher's price index number. So Fisher's price index number is the geometric mean of the last year's and past year's index numbers. Fisher examined many formula for construction and ultimately derived this, which he calls as the ideal index number. Now, what is this Fisher's ideal index number? PO1 equals root of sigma P1QO by sigma POQO into sigma P1Q1 by POQ1 into 100. So, this is the formula which we have to remember. So, Fisher's ideal index number will be this, or you can also write root of last year's into past year's. So, this is nothing but last year's index number into past year's index number into 100. Then, so here we have a problem here. Calculate the price index for the following by the simple aggregate method. So what is the simple aggregate method? So what is the formula for simple aggregate method? So this will be P01 equals sigma P1 by sigma POQ1 into 100. Yes. So sigma P1Q1 P1 by sigma PO into 100. Now they have given us the prices here. So this 2005, this I consider it as PO, and 2006 is P1. So this is the base year, this is the current year. So the total for the current year is 205 and total for the base year is 175 into 100. This will be 117.142. So this is the price index for the given information. So 117.142 is the index number. Next, so we have a problem here. Calculate the price index for the following by the last year's method, past year's method, Marshall-Edgeworth method and Fisher's method. So here we have the items here. So there are 5 items A, B, C, D and E. The prices are 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. This is the base year. 2005 is the base year. 2006 is the current year. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now, this is quantity for the base year. This is the current year's quantity. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Q1, Q2, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So, this will be the Q1, that is the current year's quantity. So, this part will be the question. From here, this is the solution. So, up till here, the question will be given. From here, we have to write the solution term. So, this column, as the column itself suggests, PO, QO. PO into QO, 10 into 10, 100, 12 into 12, 144, 14 into 14, 196, 16 into 16, 256, then 18 into 18, 324. So, when we add all this, I am getting 1020. Now, the next one is POQ1, that is price of the base year into quantity of the current year. 10 into 20, 120, 12 14s are 168, 14 into 16, 224, 16 into 18, 288, 18 into 20, 360. The same way P1, Q1, 12 12s are 144, 14 14s are 196, 16 16s are 256, 18 18s are 324, 20 20s are 400. Now, P1QO, that is price of the current year with the quantity of the base year. 12 10s are 120, 14 12s are 168. 16 into 14, 224. 18 into 16, 288. 20 into 16, 360. So when we add all these values, we get that sigma POQO. Sigma POQO equals 1020. Then next, sigma POQ1. Sigma POQ1 equals 1160. Sigma P1Q1 equals 1320. Then sigma P1QO equals 1160. Next will be, we will calculate the formula here. So we have done all the calculations here. Next I will write down all this here. So we have sigma POQO equals 1020. 1020. Then sigma POQ1. Sigma P1Q1. Sigma P1QO. So we write all this. So 1160. POQ1 is 1160. Next is P1Q1 is 1320. Again, P1Q0 is 1160. So we have all the values here. Now we will calculate the index number with the Laspier's method. So first one is Laspier's method. Equals so under the Laspier's method, we have the formula sigma P1QO by sigma POQO into 100. So P1QO, what is P1QO? It is 1160. What is POQO? 1020 into 100. So when we simplify this, we get the Laspier's price index. Now, the second one is Paste's. Paste's method. This will be PO1. This will be equal to sigma P1Q1 divided by sigma POQ1 into 100. So what is P1Q1? 1320 divided by POQ1 1160 into 100. So in this way we calculate. Then next third one is Marshall-Edgeworth. Marshall-Edgeworth will be PEO1. So this will be equal to sigma P1QO by sigma POQO plus sigma P1Q1 by POQ1 into 100. So this will be equal to nothing but a repetition of the Laspier's and the Paste's. So 1160 by 1020 plus 1320 plus 1160 into 100. So we get the answer. Then next fourth one is Fisher's. I'll write it here. Fourth one is Fisher's index number. So this will be equal to root of Laspier's into Paste's. So we will find the values for all this. So when we simplify the values here, so we get 113.75. This is last year's method. In past year's method, again we are getting 113.793. Under Edgeworth's method, I am getting 113.761. And under Fisher's method, I am getting 113.758. So in this way, we have to calculate all the 4 types of index numbers. With this, we come to the end of this session. Hope you have all followed it. Thank you.